what I want to show you is kind of the updated version of the case. I do have it on my phone right now. I have an SGP anti-fingerprint screen shield on the front of my phone. You can see it's not causing any bubbles at all. Here's a couple of the new things about this version of the case. First of all, there's a cutout for the SIM card tray. Not really a fan of that. Don't know why they did that. I personally never access my SIM card. I know a lot of people that, don't do so. So I'm not really sure why it's there, but needless to say, it is there. On the top, there's a larger cutout for the secondary microphone and the headset jack, and you can see now this version has the sleep awake button built in, and it actually feels quite nice. You get good feedback when you press it. It fires every single time. It's not an issue. The cutout for the headset jack's kind of strange. It's real elongated, as you can see. I'm assuming this will help with some headsets, but I'm not sure why it goes so far over like that. But maybe that's to help with the microphone. I'm not the designer. I can't really say. Everything I'm saying is pure speculation. On the back, I actually teamed it up with my SGP skin guard, carbon fiber. This one is a sticker, but again, it's easily removable. I had already had that on my phone, so I just left it on and put the element case around it. I also have a white Lucky Labs Apple logo on there as well. I think the combo looks real nice and it goes quite nicely. So, if you don't want to order the carbon fiber piece directly from Element and you want your Apple logo to shine through, this is an alternative. I have a video on it. Check my videos for the review on the SGP carbon fiber skin guard. The bottom, it's pretty much the same. It's that super deep cutout. Now I have a few Apple charge and sync cables. I'm not even sure. They're all mixed up. I think one's for my iPad, one's for my iPhone. A couple of them actually don't fit inside here. I think it's the iPad one that's too thick. So out of all my cables, I was only able to find one. It's probably the one that came with the iPhone that will fit inside here. So just take note, if you've got one cable that you've been using, you might have to kind of trial and error it to see which one fits inside here. But I was able to find an Apple one that does, that fits inside. There's the other side of it. You can see it's the same cutout for the vibrate switch and the volume buttons. Now there was some confusion as to the logos. Yes, this does have two logos on it. You can see there they put the Element Case logo on one side and then the Vapor logo on the other side. Apparently in the initial renderings this was not here, and there were some people that were a little upset over on the boards at Mac forums about the additional logo. It's pretty subtle. It doesn't really bother me. Element Case does like to get their logo out there. There you can see the red. It looks really nice. This with the carbon fiber really reminds me of kind of a race car experience. The carbon fiber and the racing red, it just kind of goes hand in hand. As far as the material itself, it's pretty matte feeling. Not seeing a lot of oil and buildup when I'm holding it in my hand, which is a good thing. I wouldn't say it's super glossy, so it's not going to show all that oil and fingerprints and whatnot. I know there's a lot of people asking about reception. I haven't noticed in the short time that I've had both versions of the case any drop in signal. I've been just fine. I don't really want to comment on it too much right now until I've had a chance to get this out and about in a real world situation and see how the signal works. Right now I'm in my basement. I get very little signal down here anyway. So until I get this out, I'll post another video in a few days about how the signal is affected. Just know that this one does have 4 shock absorption points that in addition to absorbing the shock, keep the actual case away from the steel antenna around the side of the iPhone. In my last video I mentioned that there was a little bit of daylight where you could see a little bit of the steel ring around the iPhone, and actually after speaking with Element Case I learned that they've done that intentionally. They want the case to be a little bit away from the sides to make sure that they don't cause any degradation in signal strength. So this one actually has 4. The one I had in the previous video was missing the one on the corner here where the sleep awake button is. When that was installed I actually gained that other piece. So I have all 4 of those points there keeping it away, and like I said, in the short time I've had this I've not noticed a big drop in signal. So I like this case a lot. If I was going to order it again, I'd probably skip the carbon fiber piece and just order the Vapor itself, and then go with a skin like this SGP skin guard, which you can use on other things. Has the Apple logo. You can take it off. You can remove it. You could use it with any skin really. This would probably work great with just an invisible shield or a clear coat on the back. Keeping the iPhone totally clear. Essentially just keeping the Vapor like a bumper. I don't think that this is worth $20 personally. I'm much happier with the SGP one that comes with the screen shield. That costs $20, but you do